Randy Weingarten, who's the head of the most powerful teaching union in the country, she doesn't have a single child. If she wants to brainwash and destroy the minds of children, she should have some of her own and leave ours the hell alone.
Union responded to this audio saying, and I quote, "Creeper-ass weirdo." Dwayne Wade's wife and former Relevant actress, Gabrielle Union, had a meltdown yesterday, mostly fueled by Lane. It started with this clip, which, listen, I just want you to prepare yourself. Make sure there's no children in the room because this one's a tough one. Listen to what J.D. Vance had to say.
And I think our conservative idea is that parents and families should determine what children learn, what values they are brought up with. You know, so many of the leaders of the left, I hate to be so personal about this, but they're people without kids trying to brainwash the minds of our children. And that really disorients me and it really disturbs me. Randy Weingarten, who's the head of the most powerful teaching union in the country, she doesn't have a single child. If she wants to brainwash and destroy the minds of children, she should have some of her own and leave ours the hell alone.
That seems pretty reasonable to me.
Yes.
It's one of the best. More and more every day.
Yes. I'm like, please get more undercover audio of that.
He's not saying a 23-year-old out of college that doesn't have children shouldn't be able to teach children.
Yes.
That's not what he's saying, and we all know it.
Yes, absolutely not. But Union responded to this audio saying, and I quote, "Creeper-ass weirdo."
Really?
Yeah. Really.
That's what she said. By the way, just remember that Gabrielle's stepdaughter started transitioning at age 12.
How does that make it? Yeah.
I'm just saying maybe she's not the best authority on this.
How does that make him a creeper and a weirdo?
I know. Have your own kids.
If anything, it makes him not a weird. I don't.
It's like the equivalent of no vagina, no opinion.
Well, let me just put it to you very clearly. How many of you out there? It's a good point. You're right, Toolman. I didn't mean to gloss over that. Good job.
No, just gloss over it.
So how many of you out there, before having kids or having any relation to, like, you didn't have nephews or anything, before that, cared if there was a changing table in the men's room? Zero. The minute you have kids, you care. It's like that for education and just about every other thing in society. The minute that you have children, everything in your life changes and you care a lot more. His point is, if you're going to be in charge of this, it's helpful to have skin in the game. It's helpful to have gone through the process. It's helpful to have that experience as a parent going, I'm turning over my child to you for the better part of 13 years, in most cases more, 8 hours a day. It's important. And that, what he said it in the nicest possible way.
He said it.
And it's experience too, by the way. It's the same thing that Kamala's talking about when she says, "Oh, I was a prosecutor. I know how to deal with people like this. I have experience." Yes. Well, in some things.
In some things only.
I believe every teacher that I had that was a woman did have children.
Yes.
But I would have young, there would be younger teachers.
That's fine.
He is not coming after them. Like I said, if you're 25, 26, don't have kids and you are a teacher, fine. He means the people that make careers out of setting school policy for children, like Randy Weingarten. And I have some stats that I wanted to bring out here real quick.
Okay.
Real quick.
He's got
Go for it. He brought his own stats.
Before your stats, I wanted to agree with you real quick. And yeah, because
I wasn't on a roll. Go ahead.
Well, that
Look, some teachers don't have kids.
Buzzkill.
Okay. I had teachers at school that didn't have kids, and sure, one of them went to jail for touching a student. But that's beside the point. I knew Gerald's coach.
Yeah, it's the same guy. We just transferred him up north to you guys. Lane, go ahead.
JD's point stands because people like Randy Weingarten that make a career out of setting policy for children, K through 12, and don't have any skin in the game, why are they doing it? It's because they want to control what the youth learns and how the youth views the world. Well, the problem is they're not having kids of their own.
Yeah.
Who is having kids? Well, according to this, the people that are having kids above replacement rate, which is 2 children, are Protestants, Catholics, Jews, and Mormons. Mormons is actually 3.4 children per woman, which is a lot.
The whole sister wife thing.
You know who's not having children? Atheists, 1.6, agnostics, 1.3. So people that you would probably group these categories into.
Yeah.
So if they're not having their own kids, how are they going to control the future of the country? That's the only way they can do it, is by indoctrinating your children with their beliefs through institutions like the American Teachers Union.
Yeah,
and Randy Weingarten.
This attack on him for his thoughts about people with children having a little bit. Do you think that he means that there are no people out there that don't have children that can't possibly be invested in the success of this country for the? No, of course not. What he's saying is that across the board, it's better if you have people that have this kind of connection to the guaranteed future. Because let's just put it this way: I have a 4-year-old right now as my oldest. And the thought has crossed my mind, if we get into a war in the next 15 or 20 years, will he be impacted by that? I think that crosses every parent's mind at some point. So that it's helpful to have that check as opposed to, just spending other people's money. When it's somebody else's problem to deal with, you care about it a little less, even though maybe you still care about it a lot. It's just not quite as much. It's a valid point. So she did get a response, and, she kind of melted down when somebody dared ask her a question. It should have never been asked. And it was, what are Kamala's policies? Big Simon.
Uh-oh, Big Simon.
Jeez.
Big Simon.
Shout
Shots
out Big
fired. To which she responded,
It's inappropriate.
Google is free, my guy. I don't know why the my guy thing.
Yeah,
I know this is a woman.
She's not
but
Jamaican either. So.
Yeah.
I know. But while you're there, please explain why a convicted rapist is your choice. Is Donald Trump a convicted rapist?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Sound liable of
Kind of a fraud case anyway, but nonetheless.
Anderson, I think rape is sexy.
I think that's not you. That's E. Jean Carroll quoting.
Oh, that's right.
E. Jean Carroll. When Union finally did list the so-called policy she liked, here's this list that she came up with. Free lunches, equal pay for work,
Already happens.
which is not a thing,
What?
yeah. Affordable health care and cracking down on insurance companies. Well, that's nebulous. Women's right to choose. You already have
Did
it.
she mean cracking down on insurance companies, like banning them?
Probably so. Okay. I'll get back to women's right to choose in just a second. Department of Education staying open. That's a really bad idea because you haven't looked at that. On climate change. Just when you get to the end of your argument, if you throw climate change on top of it, sometimes it really helps out. She's got a policy on climate change, apparently.
What is it?
What is she, Storm from
Yeah, exactly.
X-Men?
No, that's Tulsi Gabbard, all right? She's got the thing already in the hair. She plays the role. Let's do that. Let's go back to a woman's right to choose. You're not going to like this, but a woman has the right to, choose to be careful, to not have sex, to use contraception. And if you want to throw the rape, incest, and life of the mother, okay, fine. Let's, for the sake of argument, I'll give you those. Doesn't mean that I support that position completely in every single case, but for the sake of argument, I'll give you those. Are we good? You have the right to choose. Already. You just don't have the right to kill somebody. You're not going to like that one. I understand that. But, come at me if you want to. These aren't basically policies. It's just a wish list that makes no sense. It's just saying words. It's like saying buzzwords. It's like saying, synergy.
Free.
Thank you. You got the reference.
Synergy.
She went on, and she actually ended with this, bullying of a firefighter. Thanks a lot.
Who
He runs
deleted
into
his
burning
Twitter?
buildings. He deleted his Twitter?
He at least had to. He said it in private. At least
I want to
after
find this guy. See if we can find this guy and reach out to him. My full name is in my bio. Yeah, because you're a fame-seeking whatever. Let's start with your full government name and how you, as a firefighter and paramedic, your company, city, state, feel about rapists. Let's tangle, kiddo. Let's get everyone involved. Tell us why you love rapists. Wait. You want everyone to get involved?
I'm your huckleberry.
I'm ready. Do I count as everyone? Let's do this. We will absolutely get involved. I'll reach out. You can come on and say whatever it is you think you need to say to support Kamala Harris and detail her policies for us on this show. You want to pick on a firefighter on X? You want to threaten his job and his career because he thinks you're an idiot, which you are? Come talk to me.
Hey, if you like this video, you should know that there are videos every day because they come from the full live show weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. If you want more of a sample, you can click this video next to me. I don't know what it is. Could be a change of mind. Could be a debate. It could be one of my appearances on The View. Have your puke bucket.